to be. It's a weird looking thing. Look at that. So we're just... Well, we're in Canary Wharf, so this is one of the largest investment firms in the world, the JP Morgan Chase Bank. I mean, jeez. Yeah, it's one of the largest investment firms in the world, is JP Morgan. Hi buddy, you alright?
Yeah.
Just making a little documentary, that's all.
You can't, you are not allowed to take a picture of this one or any kind of video. Can you just stop,
Why not?
stop it? It's not allowed.
Why is it not allowed?
Notice we have.
What's this say? What's this say? No, that's no smoking, mate, that says. That's, says no smoking, mate.
I'm telling you politely, otherwise I have to call something, okay?
Who are you going to call her?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters?
Can you stop it?
Oh, come on, that's funny, isn't it? That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. It is funny, it is funny. You think it's funny, but I don't think it's funny.
I'm just making a documentary, mate, that's all.
You can't make any kind of documentary without authorization.
Video in Canary Wharf, you know?
No. This is Canary Wharf security, this is JP Morgan building.
Yeah, well, it's,
Where are you
I
from?
was just reading about history.
What do you do?
I'm just a tourist, mate, that's all.
You're just a tourist?
Yeah.
You are not allowed to, otherwise you have to call police, okay?
Will you please?
If you stop,
Look at that. Don't be silly. What's the matter? Don't be silly. You're being silly now, aren't you? You're being silly, aren't you? That's what you're doing. Just making a video. Just video in Canary Wharf. Anyway, I'll see you later, mate. I was going to do a documentary and promote JP Morgan, but, you know, it's going to go on YouTube. Bye. What's the matter with him? So, there's the DLR up there, guys. It's all part of our documentary on Canary Wharf. Wow. It's just huge though, isn't it? Canary Wharf. It's a massive place. Hey mate.
Sorry to disturb you, but do you mind telling me what you're doing with that?
Just videoing Canary Wharf, I'm a tourist.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why? I'm a tourist.
Oh no, I appreciate that.
So,
you know, but I don't understand. Well, you're not actually looking at anything.
I'm just recording the buildings, recording everything I can see, mate. What's the problem with that?
No, at the minute we've just got concerns.
What, me recording stuff?
No, with other things that have been going on in London. So,
what do you mean?
Well, we've had things going on in London, like demonstrations, and they particularly like to come here.
What, protests, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not protesting, I'm just
No, I appreciate that.
Just making a YouTube video, that's all.
Yeah. You know, but I saw you coming down here. You haven't looked at a single thing, you've just got your camera out.
I'm just recording anything I can see, mate. That's all, I'm making a vlog.
No worries. I can't stop you, but like I said.
Right, it's a bit, it's strange you challenging me for just walking around with a camera. I'm confused now.
I'm just outside entrance of Herring Key Station. I just stopped this gentleman here with a camera.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going to go on about the business. So,
by all means.
So I'm confused as to what the issue is, really, that's all.
Yeah, 01. Yeah, I'm just by the entrance of Herring Key Station. Just stop this gentleman. Yeah, he's got a camera.
In London? Is that strange?
And he's just basically, I'm not particularly happy with it. Well, he claims to say he's a tourist, but I spotted him and he just wasn't looking at anything, but he just got his camera out, and I suspect he's doing things otherwise.
You're too paranoid in this city, I swear to God. You're too paranoid.
I believe he's doing a hostile reconnaissance.
Silly. sake.
Yeah, acknowledged. I'm just under the DLR bridge at Heron Key Station entrance and exit. I haven't had a look at the footage. I haven't had a look. Just what concerned me is just the way he was just drifting around. He wasn't particularly looking at any landmarks. That's what concerned me. Do you mind if I have a look at the footage?
I don't need to show you, mate. I'm doing a lawful activity in a public. Well, I can understand Canary Wharf is privately owned, isn't it? But still, I'm in a publicly accessible place with a camera. Doing a lawful activity.
I'm not gonna argue about the law. I'm not arguing. I'm not a lawyer, and I appreciate that. But my concerns are, I've just watched you come up here. You've not looked at anything in particular.
Just walking around with a camera. What's the issue? Like, I've never had this trouble before. I was walking around Westminster, no one was bothered. I don't see what the issue is in Canary Wharf. What difference does it make?
Excuse me. Yes, I'm looking for boots.
Boots? Boots is in the retail section. So if you take these escalators downstairs and go to the mall, Boots is in now. No worries.
Right, well, I'm gonna go find the cafe and you carry on with your business and I'll carry on with my day.
When I've asked him to show me the footage, he's refused. So my supervisor's just coming up now.
Look, man, I'm gonna carry on with my day, alright? You're impeding my day. That's what
No, that's no worries.
I gotta go the Hampton Tower.
Sorry?
Hampton Tower.
I see, okay. I'm
Yeah,
Ryan, one of the
that's
supervisors today.
yeah.
I could just ask you what the purpose of photography is today.
Just for a YouTube video.
Is it? Do you mind if I have a look at it?
Why do I need to show off
It's just because in the nature, this is the private estate.
Right.
So the whole area around here is all private property, and it's just because of the nature of the current climate at the moment, security
Am I
climate.
not allowed to record in Canary Wharf, is it?
You are allowed, but you need to have permission, depending on what the purpose of your filming is.
It's not commercial, it's just for a YouTube video.
Yeah, it's still because you get money. You get.
I don't earn money off my channel.
Even so because it goes onto our public platform, you need to ask for it.
Right, so
It's okay, you can get it.
There's public access.
Yeah, it's public access, but again, because it's public property at any time, not saying we're going to this to you, but at any time they can remove the right for you to be here. And that's not happening to you today.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just make that clear to you now. But that's the reasons, that's what goes on with it. If I could just have a look at it, it's just so that I could just ascertain if there's any security implications there. If it's not, you just want to go back to your daily routine.
That's the thing. I don't really need to show legally. I don't really need to show any of my property. And when I've recorded something, that becomes my property.
Yes, right.
So I just prefer to keep my property to myself. That's all.
You would understand then if you would show me it, which is if I'm assuming you're right, we would ask you to leave the estate.
Well, I need to get the DLR anyway. So
Yes, fine, which is just above us.
just about, okay,
Yeah, but the last gentleman here will
Right.
escort you up to it, just to make sure you do leave, okay? Not give us the bump steer and try to come out somewhere else.
So I don't understand. I was just going to find a cafe or something where I can have a coffee. And
Yeah, it's because, like I said, it's the private estate, so that's
would it
why
help if I stopped? Could I carry on my business if I stopped recording now and walked on?
If you stop filming, yeah, that would help, sir. Like I say, I'm not saying you're banned from it. All you need to do is go onto our website, submit an application. Usually within 12 to 24 hours.
It's not made very clear. There's not really any signs to say that I can't record anything. And you see loads of photos online of Canary Wharf, don't you? So
Yeah, that's right. That's why I just asked you, like, yeah, I mean, you're recording now still?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just because of the security climate at the moment. That's what it is. That's why we're interested in just to look at what it
Why
is.
I was going on about the current climate? I was getting security and police and everything going on about the current climate.
Because there's some of the buildings, so I mean, it's a high-profile building. It's the main investment bank, and so what you're filming here now, if you're looking at doors, the way the doors open up and close, the amount of people going in and outside, that is a security risk for us. We'll deem it, we'll scrutinise that as to maybe a hostile reconnaissance.
Well, why I'm not doing that. Like you can see, I'm just walking around with the camera. That's all.
No, those are the reasons why. That's what I just said. Those are the reasons why we're trying to obviously ascertain what it is you're trying to film. That's all.
Anything my eyes can see in public. You're right.
So, sir?
I know it's private, publicly accessible space. Anything that my eyes can see. That's all. And there's anything I see interesting. There's a lot of interesting things to take.
What is your YouTube channel, sir?
I go by TGA on YouTube.
So have I just put that down?
Yeah,
We can maybe go that route and just see, try and rule that out. Is it something is it like a hobby then you do?
Yeah, I've got a couple of YouTube channels that I post stuff to. I've got a bit of train spotting as well, which is what I've been doing.
Oh, really? Okay.
So.
What, locomotives as well as these
yeah. So, I mean, they're driverless, so that's why I was quite interested in the DLR.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And somebody recommended I come down here and take photos, so I thought I'd come down to Canary Wharf.
Okay.
And it's somebody I was speaking to, and that's nice stuff.
What's your name? Your YouTube channel again, sir?
TGA.
TGA.
Yeah, that's
it, yeah?
that's
TGA?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could ask you to stop filming, sir.
Okay, and then I'm just going to get some photos on my DSLR.
Sorry?
I'm just going to get some photos on my DSLR around the world.
Not around here, sir, not about, I've said to you before, they're not, unfortunately, so
Why
you've
is there
got a
so many
permit.
photos online then?
No, sir, because around there you need to have a permit, okay? Which you can say you can do. You go into our website, you fill out the details, you would give it within literally 12 to 24 hours, okay?
Right, well, why is that? That's not really made clear, is it?
Well, on our website it is. I understand you're trying to say it's not really clear around here now,
You see a lot of
but it's because there's a lot of us here.
Canary Wharf, don't you?
It's because there's a lot of us here to sort of mitigate the size being up.
That's the thing. We see a lot of photos of Canary Wharf, and I'm sure there's people.
And they have permission. They have
permission.
Yeah.
Like, we see people who are taking photos on their phones and posting on their own and things like that.
Because it's like quite a professional outfit you got there, sir. That's why
Right then.
it draws. It's not like a mobile phone, is it?
I'll take some on my phone then.
Take some on your phone.
Yeah. But you can have an issue with that as well. Come on.
It's more the fact that you're not really forthcoming of what you're taking photos of. That's what it is.
I don't see what the issue is. I'm just a tourist. I've explained that. I don't see why you're making such a fuss about it, to be honest.
Well, I have to let you know this, sir. Like, you will be monitored.
Okay.
Just like, we've had our interaction, okay, and so like, what I'll be pushing up through my chain of command now, our interaction, which has been nice and pleasant. I'm sure you agree.
Okay.
They'll want to keep a close eye as to what you're doing.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's the job.
You can't use that camera, I'm afraid, sir.
Okay. I'll take my phone out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I got on record, I'm gonna put my phone on. Okay. My phone on. Okay. There. Okay. I just prefer not to give my name out.
Yeah.
I just don't like to give my name out. I mean, if I'll give my first name, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Just call
My name's Ryan.
Ryan. It's me, Ryan.
Okay, sir. Well, I hope you have a nice day.
Okay. All right.
But like I said, it's nothing sinister. But
No.
you'll be monitored. Just put your cameras around here now, just to make sure that you're not doing anything untoward.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I understand it's London. You've had the London Bridge attacks and everything like that.
Exactly,
So
and that's the whole reason
But-
why, again, we're asking you to see what it is you're filming.
that's also my point. I mean, you don't tend to see terrorists going around with the camera first, do you? Overtly as well.
They do. That's how they plan their attacks. I'm not saying that you're going to do that, but that is generally.
I've never seen that anywhere. So
No, they are. We have a really clear, really good.
you see them like hiding behind a bush like that.
No, be more overt like you are now.
So
more overt.
they won't be able to have a conversation with yourself as well.
There will be. Yeah, that's what we're here now. That's why it's very hard to say for everyone the attacks.
And the terrorist isn't going to have a conversation with yourself, is it? Okay. That's the
And
point.
again, that's why we're dismissive. We're never really dismissive with us. That's a bit more like, okay, there's something else going on here. We need a special service. We can task the police, okay, call not blight them. When the police come on there and interview them, and if needs be, they'll take them to a station and interview them further.
Well,
Which I know you're
grounds for.
I'm not saying you're doing that at all.
So,
I don't want to you put down that same category. That's not what's happening.
Okay.
I'm not saying that if you're here for what you're doing.
All right.
At all. But that's happened. We've had that all numerous times before. Where police have attended and taken individuals away.
To what? Just
So obviously
take
that
photos?
we've deemed it suspicious, and the police have deemed it suspicious enough as well for their activity to potentially take away and question them further at a police station.
Yeah, if they did that, I'd be putting in a formal complaint if they arrested me. So.
If it's nothing to, well, that's for them to decide. Yeah,
So,
I can't. It's
if
way
the Met
above
did
me.
arrest me,
It's
I'd be
way-
going
yeah, it's
straight
way
to
above-
professional standards.
That's way
So,
above me. Yeah.
because I know they wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day here, but there's nothing sinister, but you're just going to be muffled, alright?
Okay. Can you recommend any nice cafes or anything like that?
Or it depends what you want. There's a lot of plethora of them here. Your nearest one from here is probably if you go into there's loads of there. It's also like there. You go to where the DLR is there now.
Okay.
Not DLR, so Jimmy
Line.
Get down there, yeah. There's a Notes Cafe, literally in the concourse there is. That's a nice one, that is. And a bagel shop right next door to it.
There's a bagel shop. I mind the bagel actually.
Yeah, just bagel and coffee right next door to each other.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Thank you. So. Just taking some on my phone now because they said I can't use a professional setup. I need permission. I never knew I'd get this issue in Canary Wharf, guys. So yeah, we're recording on the phone now. So they said the bagel shop's this way, so we're gonna stop the recording now, guys. Got a load of banks and stuff around here. Busy area. So yeah. See you all in a bit. My phone now. But yeah, this is going to be the Crossrail Elizabeth Line station at Canary Wharf.
Hello, you right?
Yeah, you?
Canary Wharf Security. I believe you already spoke to my colleagues.
Yeah, what's up?
So basically, they weren't too happy with the stop and chat. They didn't review of your reasons for being on the estate.
Well, I'm about to leave now anyway.
Okay, I'm just asking you, because basically they were controlling and wanted you doing the recording. I just wondered what you was doing it for.
Just for YouTube, I've explained that.
Okay. Can we have a look at the footage of what you were taking?
I've already explained to your colleagues now.
Okay. Is there any reason why you don't want to show us?
Because
Is
it's
it just
my
concern?
property.
That's
I'm
absolutely
not
fine.
required to
You're
show my
within your right
property.
to say no. But as I said, the control had been watching you on CCTV, walking around filming.
And I've just been taking some
Had a
photos.
stop and chat with you, and they weren't too satisfied with the stop and chat.
Well, I said it's okay if I took some photos on my phone. I don't see.
Photos are fine. You can take videos, but I'm more concerned with the walkthrough that you're doing and the talking of what you're actually talking about on your videos.
I've explained YouTube.
Yeah, Roger. Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. But I'm confused why I've been stopped multiple times now just for doing a lawful activity.
As I
It's
said,
just,
they weren't
it's annoying me.
satisfied with the first stop and chat.
Yeah.
It's annoying me. I'm a law-abiding citizen conducting a lawful
saying you're not.
activity, and I'm being
We're just trying to ask about ascertain. I know you're saying it's for
Being
YouTube,
harassed now.
But what is it for on YouTube?
just for public interest. That's all. Just for YouTube
Any
video.
sort of topic?
I'm just a vlog. That's all. Travel vlog.
You've got your own website, have you?
Yeah, YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask what it is?
Well, you can ask. Yeah.
How are you going to tell me?
Well, since I've been approached multiple times by you lot now, it's
Well, you've only
started.
been. This is
Yeah,
twice.
I know you, but I've been approached by your
we've been
colleagues as
listening
well.
on the
So
radio, so this is
Yes.
the second time you've been approached.
I know that, but
It's not really
so-
multiple times, is it?
So what's your YouTube channel? This for people.
I've got one called Urban Point Films. I've got another channel as well where I do public interest videos on there as well.
Public interest on.
Sorry, what was
Just
it called?
anything. I've got one that's UPF Urban Point Films, and then TGA's the other one. I do train videos and things like that on the one channel, and the other one's public interest videos.
Oh, right.
So, and this is a public interest vlog. That's what this is. I was just taking some of the Elizabeth Line, which is due to open in May, I've heard.
It'll
So
probably get pushed back again. It keeps getting pushed back.
probably, yeah. that's what I've been told by TfL Rail. So
UPFM.
and TGA,
What's the last bit? Is it just UPFM?
UPF. It's just UPF.
Can you show us on your YouTube channel?
I just look it up. You know, it's Urban Point Films. Is the name. Urban Point Films. Well, I'm not being difficult. I'm just doing a lawful activity, and I've been approached
Are
multiple
you
times now.
willing to
So
give us any details?
I'm not. I'm a lawful citizen. I'm into
I
what I need
understand
to.
that.
So
Many people that have been
I'm not breaking any laws or anything like that. I'm just so
It's just
this is why I need to.
You're on private property, and as we work here, we've got the right to come up. And
As I said, I'm
speak
just
to you.
about to get on the DLR anyway. So
Realise not here.
it's on that side, isn't it? It's over there. Can you get that way?
We'll show you in a second.
Okay. As I said, I'm a tourist. So
I understand that most people we do this all the time, stop and chat to people that are
Every day.
filming.
And
Every day.
you react totally different to
Yeah.
everyone.
And a lot of the time they'll show us what they've obviously just been taking.
why do? Yeah, but they don't need to. That's
they
the
don't
thing.
have
They don't
to, but
not
it's-
required to.
As I
Don't,
said,
don't see why they need to. That's the point.
They need to what?
Don't see
Explain.
why they need to show you what they've recorded. It's your once you've recorded something, that's your property.
We're not
Yeah,
saying
I
it's
mean,
not. We're not
so-
disagreeing with you there. We're just asking you what you're doing on the estate, and you're being very negative towards our questioning.
I'm not. I've told you what I'm doing. I'm making a YouTube video. I want to see what the issue is. I've
Canary
explained
Wharf
that.
it's a private estate, but it's open to the public. So when people do come on, and they film in, they're tourists or they're taking pictures, we'll have a stop and chat and just sort of, as explain it. Sometimes if they've been filming quite a lot and talking through the film as well, we'll ask if they can show us what they're filming. And a lot of them don't have any issues with that.
Do you
I
understand?
don't understand why I need to. No,
No.
Not really,
Right.
no.
You understand the Manchester bombing?
I'm
You heard
aware.
of the Manchester Arena bombing?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Do you understand that that guy could have been stopped on 3 occasions by the security if they'd taken the time to walk up and say, "Hello, mate. How you doing?"
Was
This
it?
is-
Was he
this
going
is-
around filming? Was he?
This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Where's
what's
it?
So this
There's
is
no
what we're
evidence
doing
of that,
with
is
you.
there?
We're just saying hello.
Somebody goes
What are
around
you
with a
up to?
camera. So
Yeah. So if they'd done it at that time, they would have stopped 23 people dying. Yeah.
yeah, but he wouldn't have gone around with the camera overtly and then spoken, and then he wouldn't have spoken to yourselves like I am, and said what he's
He would have
doing.
been put off
So
doing it.
It would have been put off doing it if he was the security had approached
well,
him
you're
in
fair
the chat.
you're fair to challenge me, but you don't need to scrutinise me like you are. I've explained that I'm making a YouTube video, and you're not getting that, are you?
We're not scrutinising
So-
you, and you're absolutely right. We are fair to challenge you, and we've asked you. But you've
And I'm
been
being-
very
I'm-
abrupt
I'm-
with
I'm
us,
not being
and you
abrupt,
haven't
I'm
given
being
us
fair.
Any information or any sort of example.
I don't
of
need
what
to
you're
give you
doing
my
before.
details or anything. I
You
need
don't
all
have to
I'm
use
telling
you.
you.
haven't given us a sort of a detail of
What do you
you're taking
mean?
videos
I've said
of.
I'm making a YouTube video. I'm confused as to
There's
what
no
you
detail
mean.
on what that video is about. What's this one about?
Why does it need to? I've said public interest, YouTube video. That's where it's going.
Doesn't narrow it down, does it? The
Does
guy-
it matter?
anybody can
Does
say-
it
can't
matter? I
find you
don't
on YouTube
understand.
either.
Urban Point Films, I did tell. So I'm gonna go.
We're just having a chat with you.
I'm gonna get the DLR. I'm gonna go now. So I don't need to be here any longer. So because I'm getting a bit fed up. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we're not going to detain you. As I said, it's up to you. We're not happy or satisfied with your reasons for what you're doing on your estate.
I've explained. I'm making a
as I
YouTube
said,
video.
We've got you on CCTV, and we'll forward that on at a later date.
Okay.
We're not stopping you.
Okay. Can I get a train now?
Huh?
Am I allowed to get a train now? 'Cause-
We haven't stopped you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, can I get this way to the DLR?
This is one of the ways.
One of the ways to the DLR. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, back sorry. I'll be up there.
There's no access that way, no? All right. Do you do this with a lot of tourists then? And then start saying that I'm being abrupt when I'm not?
You haven't been abrupt with me, but then I wasn't there at the start of it.
I thought-
However,
you've been fine, yeah. I'm not
however,
going to go at you.
at the
No.
same time,
It's your colleague.
a
That's
lot
all.
of this,
Yeah, that's
a
fine.
lot
yeah.
of this can be mitigated if you just go, yeah, no problem, have a look. And that would have solved a lot of it. But because you're not willing to do that, which again, it is your right,
Yeah, exactly.
but at the
Thank
same
you.
time, we're within our rights to ask.
Yeah, you're within your rights to ask, and you've done that. I've said that I'm making a YouTube video for public interest.
Which
And that's-
again, that's fine. But they've had a look for your YouTube channel, they can't find it.
I did say what it was. To be fair, if they can't find it,
But
then
they can't find it, so that's gonna straight away start asking more questions, because then you're not willing to show the
No, because
footage,
I'm currently recording.
which again, that's another thing that they can add to why won't you show it?
Because I'm currently recording.
But
That's
it
why.
still doesn't alleviate that problem, though. Does
When
it?
I'm interacting with someone, I will get on record just so I've
Yeah,
got
that's
my.
fine. You're well within
my
your
own
right to
safety, yeah,
to
yeah.
record. Yeah, absolutely. You're being filmed
So-
from 5 or 6 different angles yourself. So
Exactly, yeah,
it's-
exactly.
It's
So-
only fair.
Thank you. Yeah, you've been reasonable. You've been very reasonable. I've liked the way you've handled it. But your colleague got a bit.
I
bit hostile with me, so-
I wasn't there for that, so
No,
I
no.
can't comment.
That's fine.
Sam, try again. Hi, mate.
Hello.
Still filming, yeah?
Yeah.
No worries.
Just for my own safety now.
Yeah,
so.
no, you're perfectly safe here.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're safe here.
Just because your colleague, just so I've got an edge of it. So.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
6 different angles.
We tried your YouTube channel, it's not working. Could you just show me it?
Yeah.
Just
So
tried it, it wasn't.
if you look at the Gwent auditor on there, I'm one of those, yeah.
Where?
The Gwent auditor.
Oh, right.
You do police stations and
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
wasn't it?
that's me, so. I do train spotting as well. I make different YouTube videos.
TGA, right. I was typing in the way around.
Yeah.
What you was talking to me earlier sounded interesting. That's sort of for my own personal use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly I am just a general photographer as well, so I will just go around and take photos in public.
Which
and
they said
if
we get that a lot, and most of the time it's, can we just have a quick look to see what you've got? We never.
As my
ever
viewers
ask.
as well, they wouldn't appreciate if I did that as well. So,
but
you know,
it's, a lot of it is. If you show us there's nothing there, no problem. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
All done.
Yeah.
However, because you're not, I understand why you're recording and everything, but it's just another layer that we can't get through.
Well, you can see my YouTube now anyway. So
Again, but we don't know what you've got now. I know it's one of them catch-22 situations, and I fully understand. But we've got
right now you've got me
things-
confused because
It's
I don't tend to give out my YouTube because I'm on private property. I've done so, but you know that's the point. So
again, it then comes down to the other side. A lot of these buildings, believe it or not, are trademarked.
okay.
So using their footage and using their images, you need their permission, which you get via a permit.
Just to you, it takes you 12 hours for us to get.
Yeah,
Depends, usually that's only if you're publishing it for commercial purposes.
but because it's going on a YouTube channel, I don't know how many subscribers you've got. I know after a certain you start making money off of it.
We're still doing that's commercial.
And then
You're talking legalities
if that's
now.
going into GDPR though. If it's in the interest of the public, I'm just a bit of education for you there. If it's in the interest of the public, you get a GDPR exemption for anything like that, for anything that comes covered under data
Yes,
protection.
but because it now comes under private property as well, you need the landowner's permission.
Okay, well, I'm
Which
gonna
is
go now anyway,
what you
so.
get via the permit office. I've never heard of anyone ever getting turned down for a permit here.
Really?
I've never heard of it myself. I've been in 9 years. They may well have. I've never heard of it though.
All right.
But what we're saying is, you've got that permit. One, we know exactly who you are. We understand what you're filming for. You might get approached
TFL
once.
said something the same to me
If
earlier.
you get approached once, and it will be a case of, have you got a permit? Yeah, I've got it here. No problem. We'll leave you alone. It's absolutely fine. Again, it's another layer on the top of you don't have the permit. I now know why you're here, but I can't prove yes or no that's what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Well, I
know
mean,
it's-
you still can. You can because I've shown my YouTube channel, so it's.
But I could have a YouTube channel. I don't, but I could have one, and it's just another layer on top of a layer. It's horrendous. I know.
I disagree with that, if I'm honest.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Instead, I'm trying to talk to you on a level.
And I'm speaking to you civilly. I'm not.
I know.
I'm not being
Absolutely.
aggressive or anything.
I
So
said,
I'm just making my point clear.
Since
that's all.
our interaction, you've been nothing but polite to me, and again, I've tried to reciprocate.
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that a
That's
word?
fine. Yeah. Reciprocate. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's.
We're not trying to paint you with some brush. Like
no.
that,
You two have been more than polite. I mean, your colleague got a bit edgy with me. That's all.
But again, to leave with us with effort, I can't.
No.
Physically, I can't comment on
no. I mean,
that at all.
your colleague got sort of. I didn't like her tone, to be honest. But you guys, you've had a very polite tone. You've been reasonable with me, and as I understand, this is private property, so that's reasonable. But
Is this your first time here? Sorry, I don't want to double your first time here, is it?
Yeah, it's my first time in Canary Wharf. So I mean, it's not my first time in London, but it's my first time in Canary Wharf. So yeah.
Fair enough.
I can show you this way. If you go this way, we'll go out to where we was. You want to go for Dealer, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it that way.
Oh yeah, great. Thank you.
It is a bit of a maze.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was getting a bit lost as well. I was trying to find that donut place. Not the donut place, the bagel place. That's it.
Oh yeah. You didn't get
I couldn't find it now. So I ended up going in Starbucks, just getting an orange juice from this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So it's just amazing trying to find everything. You're like get a bit lost.
So, what was your name again? Your first name, don't worry about
my
surnames,
first name's
please.
Sam.
Sam, right, I'm Dan. Just so you know.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Said name's all there if you
Yeah.
want it.
Thank you.
So, how long have you been doing this for?
Oh, about the last couple of years now.
Oh, so a steady while then.
Yeah. I mean, that's overall YouTube, really. But,
I'm sure it's popped up on my Facebook. It's where is it you that go and like film outside a police station?
yeah,
And to see
I've
how-
done it from
how
public.
much
Yeah,
they know.
yeah. So it's. I mean, it started from when I was you know how with train spotting you get the guidelines from Network Rail, which
To be honest,
states
I don't.
what you're-
I've never done train spotting, so I don't know the ins and outs of it.
But they've got guidelines which state that you can film any public areas of a train station and the platforms and trains,
Yeah, it makes sense.
as long as you don't have any bulky equipment like tripods or anything
What,
like
so
that.
it don't get in the way of other people.
Yeah, so you're not
Makes sense,
obstructing.
fair enough.
And I got at my local station, I kept getting challenged on multiple occasions for taking photos of trains. So that
Right,
sort of
okay.
led to me becoming
You think, you know, like, especially like the old school trains, the steam trains, you'd be like,
and then you got security coming out, rail staff coming out shouting at me for taking video and
you
photos
don't
of
need
trains.
to, you don't
So
need to shout at people. If you talk
No.
normally, you get
Exactly,
a better interaction with things. I mean,
and then they're like, I'm just making a video of the train, so and then they're like, okay, that's fine.
as I
Yeah.
said, I've
So
never
Yeah.
filmed. I don't know the
So it
ins and outs
should
of it.
be.
I wouldn't know where to start with legalities. I'd have to take your.
but then you got
your
to
word
point
for it.
in and screaming, saying you're not allowed to film
They're
that
the
sort
ones
of
I've
thing.
seen. That are a
Yeah.
bit like, do you need to be doing that?
No.
Not when you can just talk.
I mean, here I've been fine. I mean, yeah, I've obviously not by you guys, but I've been challenged. I got challenged on the DLR by TfL staff for
Is that
recording.
filming on the platform again, or is that in the train?
Filming on the
itself?
platform, filming the train on the
See, I
platform.
always
So
thought the platforms were TfL same sort of thing that we've got.
yeah, it's a
private
weird
property,
jurisdiction
but
issues they've got here.
I know they've got. I swear there are guidelines for
I
filming.
assume it'd be pretty much
on-
the same as normal. What we said there,
Yeah.
no tripod, but
Yeah, no bulky equipment. You've just got. If
Yeah.
you've got a little handheld camera,
Yeah.
then you're fine to
See, again,
record trains. So
so this all reason we do it is all spiraled out from what happened in Manchester and then what happened during the 7-Eleven there, wasn't it, with the tube and
and Borough Market.
Yes.
yeah,
So,
but
and
on the
again,
tube I was fine. I haven't had
they had
any
a lot
problems
of-
on the tube.
A lot
so.
of the reconnaissance they done was via exactly this. So this is why
And like I said to you earlier,
Security.
I'm not putting you in that category.
we're not.
No.
But we've got to cross all T's and dot all I's when it comes to it. If you're filming it, you just want to know why. And then it's all to do with like alleviating suspicion. 99% of the time, it's absolutely fine.
And this is
no
always
problem.
the concern
Cheers.
that this is
But
always the
there's
concern that I hear, and I don't see that somebody who did have nefarious means would go around overtly with a camera. I couldn't see that. So
Usually,
personally.
I 100% agree with you, and I would. Yeah, no, you're right. They'd have something smaller, a bit more secret.
Yeah, exactly.
So the one that done Liverpool, was it Liverpool Street station?
Oh yes, yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
like that on the phone. And the way they worked it out was one of the police had that type of phone, and they were filming certain bits, and he was turning his phone, and that was where he was going to lay explosive, or that was where a certain part of his attack was going to go. And it was only because the police there at the time realised that if you turn the
I
phone,
didn't
it doesn't
realise
make
there
any
was an
difference.
attack at Liverpool Street. To be honest,
It's a recce. Yeah, it was. It's a recce. It's a
Recce's
reconnaissance.
what they called
right,
it,
okay.
and that's how it all come out, which is again another reason, even if you're filming like that.
because no one ever seems to give any examples of anything
So a lot of it
in
comes
that
out.
situation.
So
So
afterwards, it would be like, oh, it's an inquiry afterwards.
Right.
It's made publicly accessible. They don't advertise it. We look at it because it helps us. It gives us.
would there be anywhere I can find the
If you-
information on this?
So it would be on.
Make me aware.
I don't know if it'll be on the government website, but if you just happen to Google like breakdown of hostile reconnaissance, be careful what you type because you know what it's like
Yeah,
here.
of course.
Sort of thing. But if you type in like how it's done and things like that, again it will give you the breakdown of what they found in their inquiry when it comes to footage they found, when it
Okay.
comes to links. Again, I'm generally not trying to tie you with a
No,
brush
no,
or anything like that. I'm just explaining.
You've seen I got YouTube there anyway, so
I'm not going to be YouTube famous.
you will.
First
you will.
time for everything, I suppose. I would show me better side.
I'm
but
just going to call the video Canary Wharf, so you'll see it. You'll
Oh,
see it
fair
go
enough.
up. That's good. That's going to be the title.
Yeah, it's. I know it sounds all far-fetched and all.
Yeah. Well, they'll see how reasonable you've both been anyway. So
Yeah,
that's what
it's-
people will see.
which
They'll
I
see how
hope,
reasonable
again,
you've both
people
been.
see that we have been
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah. They'll see you've been reasonable. Obviously, you've got your concerns. I don't want to say that, but paranoia. But yeah,
Yes and no. We're paid to be paranoid to a certain extent, I suppose, because otherwise we wouldn't approach anyone. We wouldn't deal with anything. Does that make sense?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Again, it's all sort of crossing arcs and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
yeah. Cool. Right. So where was we going? We said into.
Well, I just had one more question actually. Well, we'll go over that way. But when you like, taking photos of the trains, like, do the drivers like how are they able to you?
They're usually all right. I mean, you get some that get a bit ratty. I had one that give me a rude gesture, but you know, it's
Having a bad day.
Well,
having a bad day,
or do you
and
think it's like? Do you think they know what it is you're doing though? Like, do they think like, oh, as if like
usually
transparent?
with the drivers, they're all right. It
Yeah.
tends to be like I'll get someone actually coming up, one of the barrier staff actually coming up from the barrier to the platforms and start shouting at me. That's what you'll get, yeah.
So I don't understand the shouting bit because you don't get what you expect.
I think like as soon as you put a camera up in someone's face there, people get a bit defensive.
Yeah,
It's like,
people
well, why
don't.
you film me?
People get so aggressive when it comes to a camera. Like I was filming publicly on the streets in Lambeth yesterday, and somebody literally grabbed my camera like that. Said I don't want to be filmed. Exactly, that's my point there. Yeah.
Especially here in London.
Oh, definitely.
Well,
London's
anywhere.
got more cameras than anywhere. Yeah, that's the point. That's my whole point there. I mean, how many cameras are around Canary Wharf? I'm obviously I'm saying it's just thousands, millions. How many?
Yeah,
It's coming from every angle. That's
Exactly.
what I said. I don't mind being filmed.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're filming you from 4, 5, 6 different
Exactly.
angles.
Plus body cameras as well. Yeah.
It's only fair for you to
Yeah,
film.
exactly.
us.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say I'll do anything. It's the way we're taught is don't say I'll do anything.
No, you've been brilliant.
You've got to assume
So
you've got to be
yeah.
on camera all the time. So
Yeah, you've been polite as well to me. So
But
yeah.
again, you've been polite with us. So I've got no reason to be anything but.
I mean, I'm not gonna get nasty with you if you're not getting nasty. I'm not gonna get shouting at you if you're not getting funny with me.
Perfectly
So
within your rights to
Yeah.
not tell us your surname on first name basis now.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
what
Yeah.
I need to know.
exactly. Yeah.
Right, so we
When you where you from? Originally, like, so, what's it like over there?
I'm Welsh. I am. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So in Wales,
It's slightly different, isn't it? Like it's a different police service, but like, how are they with you there? Like, have you been in London? Have you had that experience of like a little bit?
yeah,
Edges?
sort of. But I've had the same in Wales. Close to the same in Wales. Yeah, I've had worse actually. I've been for what I do on YouTube. I've got detained and searched at down near Cardiff actually. So it's same sort of
Is
thing
it
in
because
Wales.
you reckon because they see you on your YouTube channel?
And they're
like,
saying, and I told them I'm making a YouTube video, and they're like, well, they're going down the grounds of hostile reconnaissance, and then they go and say, you're being detained under Section 1 case,
yeah.
and then they go and shove me in cuffs, and then go through all my bags, and
we obviously security. We
no, you can't, you don't have them
We-
powers of constable.
No, we don't at all.
That'd be the Met Police. So
That's above
So,
my powers anyway. I said we can only stop for indictable offences.
Yeah,
so
but like you say as well, it's like I said earlier, it's really weird being here in London. It's different jurisdiction. So you step foot onto the DLR, and it's the
Comes
BTP,
under- yeah,
British Transport Police. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen loads of them around Waterloo and
Yeah, exactly. And it's a
everywhere.
really weird feeling because we have lots of here and there. You know, like they have a good working relationship with each other.
Oh yeah,
But it's
they've
just like,
been
no,
all
we need
right.
to-
I
we need
mean,
to wait for these guys to come, or we need to wait for them guys to come.
BTP overall are all right. It depends. I mean,
to be honest, I've never really had an interaction with BTP. I don't use a lot of public transport.
Yeah.
So
like they actually, there's one BTP officer in my local station, and he defended my right to film.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah.
And I was, I was really pleased with his
I'm a
interaction
big
with him.
supporter
So.
of your rights to film.
Oh, thank
It's,
you, yeah.
again, because where we are, they like to see what you're filming and why.
Yeah.
But no, you've got every right to film, as far as I'm
Thank you.
concerned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, not so bad yourselves.
What are you up to today?
Just making a video,
For what?
just for YouTube.
For YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've given it to these guys.
Okay. What channel is it?
I've told these guys.
Yeah, but we wasn't here, was we?
No. Well, if these guys want to show you,
No, what content do you put on your channel?
Do you know about auditing?
Yeah.
There's been a memo go around
Yeah.
the Metropolitan Police, I'm aware. Could you identify yourself as well, please?
Yeah, I'm PC Malane, attached to Bethnal Green Police Station. That's my phone number.
Thank you very much.
Easy Harrison, attached to Bethnal Green Police Station. That's
Thank
my
you.
phone number.
Okay.
So you're just making a video today.
Yeah, just public interest video.
Okay. We've been told that you put face masks, like face covering on. Is there any reason for that?
I just prefer, like, at that point, just because for YouTube, my viewers don't really want me to be identified as. It's part of what we do as auditors. We try and mask our identity.
Okay.
So, but sometimes when people are polite with me, I will say be on first name
Yeah.
terms. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends.
What is your name? If you
So,
don't mind me asking?
I've told the security guys I prefer not to say if that's all because
No, yeah, fair enough.
you know, as part of what we do, we don't tell police who we are.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So, what sort of film are you actually filming? Like, because they said that you just went up to one building in particular.
No, I was just walking around filming anything I can see, really.
Oh, okay. So nothing sort of...
Nothing in particular, no.
Okay.
Just anything that I find interesting.
What about, they said that they tried to approach you, like the security at Canary Wharf said they tried to approach you and that you just didn't want to engage. Is there any reason?
No, I was engaging, as these guys can tell you. I've been,
I'm sure you have been engaging with these.
So
but,
they've been. It's just
initially.
one of their colleagues was a bit. One of their colleagues just got a bit hostile with me when just because I didn't want to give out my name and I didn't want to show any.
Say that again, sorry?
Just because I didn't want to give out my name or anything like that, they got a bit. These guys have been brilliant, gotta say.
Okay.
These guys have been brilliant, so
Okay.
that's fine.
So,
Okay.
fair enough. What's your plans for the rest of the day? Are you going to carry on filming, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back into London now anyway. So.
Okay, so you're not going to stay on Canary Wharf?
No,
I think
I'm going
are you
shortly anyway.
Yeah, it's a little 6-month banning notice.
Okay, so you are going to get a banning notice that stops you from coming on Canary Wharf. Okay.
Again, so what this is just because we weren't 100% satisfied with what's going on. So this will ban you from Canary Wharf Estate as a whole, so our whole perimeter. I can issue a map as well if you want a map for it, but it will mean you can't come on here for 6 months. After 6 months, ban's finished, it's all good to go.
I don't think you'd be giving me a banning order now. We've been.
So again, we get told
Okay
to
with each
issue
other,
it.
so-
It comes from above us, where through our control room, through our management level, they decide they're not satisfied with the reasons you've given for being here.
It's not down to you guys, yeah.
We sign it and issue it.
That's fine,
We're,
yeah.
we're the blokes on the ground, and I'm afraid it's
Yeah,
the way
that's
our
okay.
pecking order works, okay?
Okay.
I understand you're not willing to give us out your second name or any further details. Can you just confirm your first name?
As an auditor,
Yes.
who would you actually try to audit? Because obviously most people go to police officers and...
Yeah, I mean, I was on this occasion actually. I was just walking around Canary Wharf taking some photos. On this occasion, I was just making a video and taking some photos, and then it became an audit essentially. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Do you mind if you give me your YouTube channel, just so I can
It's
have a look?
it's the Gwent Auditor.
The what, sorry?
The Gwent Auditor.
How am I spelling that?
The GWENT
And then auditor, yeah?
Auditor. Yeah.
Got a fair few subscribers.
Sorry, Sam. That's your copy.
Okay.
Okay, we keep a copy ourselves. Again, after 6 months, you're no longer needed. It will be shredded, erased, deleted, as if you've never existed with us. Again, thank you for being as pleasant as you have been with us as well. It is appreciated.
I understand it's above your head, so I'm not gonna criticise you about that. That's all right. Okay.
So obviously you've now been given the banning notice, so you will have to leave.
Can I go to the DLR station?
Yeah. I'll come there with
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Just obviously, I know you're an auditor and whatnot.
Yeah.
But obviously the terror threat's quite high at the moment, so you can understand why these
Well,
guys.
it's substantial, isn't it? It's been like that for a while.
The thing,
So.
like Canary Wharf is quite it's like the financial district, isn't it? So it's quite there's loads of people coming in and out, and obviously with the current terror threat, people with like filming equipment and things, it raises suspicion. So you can understand why these guys have called us as well.
Yeah, I know. You're always saying about hostile reconnaissance anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously,
I'm used to hearing
happens,
that. I constantly hear that them words. So.
But obviously,
it's quite
we're
common.
happy that you just audit it.
Yeah.
So we'll just walk with you to the last station.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know.
And then beyond there, it's DTP's jurisdiction, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, just be mindful of what you're filming and things. And
Okay, yeah.
Obviously,
That's
if
fine.
you want to audit, by all means, do it.
Thank you.
But yeah, we'll be down to the last
All right.
station just to make sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, is that an electric car?
Yeah.
Wow. Which make is it?
BMW.
Well, which model?
It's an i3.
i3. Wow.
Not the most practical things for police officers, but
No, it's nice though. I do like it. BMW i3.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you mind if I just get a quick photo of it?
go for it. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. Look at that, BMW i3. There we go. That'll do. Look at that. Yeah. It's a bit small, isn't it? So it's got to be difficult when you're arresting someone, taking them in there.
No, we don't transport anyone in there.
You don't transport anyone in there, no?
couple of weeks, but it's
Just like a small patrol car then, really?
yeah, more or less. Obviously, current price of petrol and all that.
Oh, I know.
It works from under, really.
Yeah, I've noticed the police are moving a lot towards electric vehicles now, like
That's the
Teslas.
idea is to get, well, yeah, as far as I'm aware, they want to get all
Sorry. I mean, yeah, this. Oh yeah, you got the glove in there. So, yeah, that's good anyway.
Yeah.
It's better for the environment. I think
Definitely,
it's a better thing to have lower polluting vehicles
Definitely,
really
yeah.
than non-polluters. I think that's brilliant, and the Metropolitan Police are moving towards that anyway, because especially in a city like London, you've got large volume of traffic,
Exactly, yeah.
and it's going to be making a lot of carbon emissions, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the point. So it's.
different. Yeah.
I mean, is there a plan for the capital to go all electric, or at some point?
What,
or
in terms of police cars?
yeah, and government vehicles as well. Anything that
I
sort of.
couldn't tell you about government vehicles, but police cars, there is a plan to try and go as green as possible.
Yeah, I know a lot of forces across the country are trying to do that now as well. So it's
everyone's got to do their bit, haven't they, to try
exactly.
and help out.
So I think that's brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do think that's
good.
brilliant. And but you still see a lot of petrol vehicles with the police,
do.
but
you know, the infrastructure is just not in place to
no,
have all the vehicles.
no, that's it.
What direction you going in, sir?
I'm going back up towards the bank that way, towards the city. So yeah, back as far as you can go really. Yeah.
You live in London, do you? Or
No, Welsh.
Welsh?
The Welshman, yeah. It's just a tourist, me. Thank you very much. So. So that's towards Lewisham. 4 and 5 platforms. Cheers, thank you very much. Okay. All right.
All the best. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Take
You as
care.
well. Take care, officers. Thank you. So yeah, basically, quite a long video there. We just had an interaction with the Metropolitan Police again. For Canary Wharf, we've had a banning order from Canary Wharf, so we can't come back here. So if we were, we'd have to stay on the DLR because they don't have jurisdiction over the DLR. Oh no, we missed it. Oh dear.